Hello friends, welcome again. So today we are going to discuss. I'm going to discuss a project which is the Django project, and in this project I will show you in a paragraph how many words there are. So let's start my project. I'm going to show you this is my project actually, and before that I want to show you how it look like. So you can see this will look like this. I mean this is my nav bar. Here I have nav bar, and this is a message is coming in the home page. So let me explain that how you can create an app like this. Or if you go to the word page, this is not working actually. Right now I have not run my, uh, let me run this. Then you can see Python. Now if I reload this, then you can see, yes. So it will look like this. So let me first explain how I can achieve this or I can get it. So let me tell you. Okay, yes, I can manage it. So first, I would like to tell you how to connect your app. Actually, in this, you can see I have calculated this is the app and count. This is my project. This is my project actually, and I have a static folder, template folder. So I need to connect all these to the project. Otherwise, Django cannot understand that you have created a project, you have created a app, and you have created a static folder, you have created a template. So how it can be know by itself? So um, let's show me how. Let me show that how we can connect it. So first, in the first line, you will write import OS. That means you will import the module which is OS, that means object. Sorry, this is a wait, operating system. This is operating system. Okay. Next, we will connect our template. Or before connecting the template, we will connect the app. So in the install underscore apps, this is a list, and here we are going to add our app in this format. That means calculate dot apps dot calculate and config. This is my app name and dots app. Because why we are mentioning a dot app, because in this folder you can see, I mean in this app you will have a apps.py, and that's why I mentioned calculate. This is my app name and the dot followed by apps, and then followed by apps name. Actually, when you will enter your apps.py, then you will get a class which is calculate config. So I just mentioned this one in my settings.py over here. And in the same way, I will mention my, or I will insert my template over here, so that Designer can understand that yes, I have a template and we can connect with it. So in the DIS, this is my key of my dictionary, and this dictionary is within a list, and the name of this list is templates. So here I have mentioned the path of my project, and I have also connected my templates in this way. That means os.path.join, and then this join function will take two parameters, base underscore dir. What is base underscore dir? It is path of my project. You can see over here, this is mentioned over here that this is my path. That means the path of this project is stored in the base underscore dir variable. Okay. And you know that why we have mentioned parent.parent, because whenever you create a project, you will get a folder by the name that you have created, and within that folder, you will again get a folder. By default, Django will provide you this folder with the same name that you have given for this one. I mean, let me tell you that this is I have created a count project, but Django is giving me another folder within that count folder with the same name count. That's why this is parent.parent. The first parent would be your this for this count folder, and the second parent would be your for this count folder. So whenever you will connect, you will create a project, you will get your path like this. And now we have a static folder also. So let me connect the static folder in the same way that I have did with the template. So here scroll down, and here you can mention like Initially it was looking like that, but I have mentioned a slash over here. Let me stop the server, otherwise it will be keep on running. Okay, so os.path.join. This is again a list, and here we are mentioning we are taking the join function will take two parameter, base underscore dir and statics. So after that, you can in this way you can connect your static folder with your project. That means the connection part is done. We have already connected all this thing, and now we will go for main thing. So let me show you my base underscore base.html over here. Let's go to the templates. You can see this is my visual and HTML, and here I have taken very important. First thing first, I would like to tell you that we are working on JavaScript. Basically, we are working on Python Django project, but in this project, we need to connect with JavaScript because we need data from the front end. I mean, user will give me data, and we are going to connect the front end as well as back end. So we need to work on JavaScript. That's why we have taken load static so that we can work on JavaScript. If you're not working on JavaScript, suppose you are working on you are using CSS, then also you will connect this. It is a good practice if you connect. I mean, you if you write this, and this is a Jinja template tag that will connect you with the JavaScript, and you can you can work on JavaScript with this Jinja template tag. Okay, so next, this is my title. I have taken the title tag, and then title you can see that I have written a blog title. This is again a Jinja template tag. Next, I have connected the CDN link for Bootstrap CSS, and also the CDN link for jQuery, because we are going to work on jQuery. So jQuery, we know that jQuery is a library of JavaScript, so we will work on it. And for this reason, we have connected. I mean, I connected the jQuery CDN link for jQuery, and this is my custom JavaScript that I have created in the static folder. You can see I have a JavaScript over here. I mean Ajax, we will work on Ajax. So this is a JavaScript, and here I have connected this one. Hmm. Next, you can see that in the line number 19, I again taken the serial link for Bootstrap. This is for JS, and initially it was for CSS for styling, and in here I have connected for the JavaScript. A part of this, we have also taken. I have connected the navbar, and this navbar I got it from the Get Bootstrap app, so you can take it from that. And I have included this with the help of include Jinja tag. This is my again Jinja template tag, so I'm connecting this one with the navbar. So when I want to say I have included in this base.html the navbar, that means I don't need to include it in another templates. Once I included in base.html, I will inherit the properties of base.html to other templates, so that I don't need to write all the CDN links, the JavaScript, and as well as the navbar. Hmm. So let's go. So again, you can see in line of 15, I have taken a Ginger template tag. I mean, in this page, you can see I have used so many Ginger template tags. So blog content is again a Ginger template tag, and here we will pass a message to the home page. If there is any message we have taken from the, from the views.py of the project, let me show you. I have a message to pass over here. Let me show you the visual pie of mine. And let me tell you that initially when you will create a project, you will not have views.py, so you need to create your views.py over here. And also when you will create an app, you don't have us.py, so you need to create us.py by yourself. In app, in project you will get your us.py, but views.py will not be there. And when in the app, you will not get the us.py, so you need to create it. Okay, let me tell you that here I have passed a message, and this message will be shown in the home page, because I'm passing it in the form of context. And I have, you can see I have mentioned it. I mean, I have stored, or you can see I have passed it in the form of context. I have written as message. So that's why in the base.html I am mentioning it as a message. If you write anything, you can give any other variable name. Then you can suppose you are giving here warning. Instead of writing this one, you can give. Wait. Let me. What's the problem? Why it's not going to come? Mm. Okay, now it's okay. So, uh, if you write this name instead of message, you can give warning as well. So then you have to mention in the bishop HTML as warning. But we are not going to threat anyone, so we don't need to write warning. We will just give a message, like simple message. Okay. So this is my end blog. I'm just ending this blog. Okay, so this is about the base HTML, and as I told you, we don't need to connect it. We don't need to mention it in another template. So we will not go to add this. We will simply inherit the properties of base HTML so that we can access or we can work on it easily. So I need to end it. Okay. Short.py is not needed now. Okay, let's go to the sorry, us.py of my app. Sorry, of my project. So you can see here that this is my us.py, and you will get this line by default. Mm. Actually, it's not needed because we have commented the admin panel. We don't need admin panel, so that's why I have commented out. Mm. Wait. So here you can see I have mentioned this is my from Django.ul import path. This will be given by the Django. This, but here I have mentioned include by myself, and this is for because I want to include my calculate app. I mean the app that I've created, and within that app I have created a UL.py. So I want to connect my UL.py of app with this one. So that's why I have mentioned here include. You can see in line number 4, I have written from dot import views. We have the dot will work over here. What? So it will generally show you that you are working on the current project or current file actually. So it will import your views from your count project. So when you will mention dot, it will be refer your current project that on that on which you are working. And here, this is my world's pattern. And this is a list. So here I will pass my routes. I want to add my routes over here. So I have taken the path function, and this path function will take three parameters. Actually, two parameters. No, sorry, actually three parameters. So first parameter will be your URL. Second will be your view short home. I mean view short. Sorry, function based view, and third will be your alias. So you can see that I have given a empty route over here. So it will refer nothing. So when you will go to the when we will execute our project, then what will happen? So it's simply when I will click on the Chrome, my localhost colon 8000 like this. Hmm. Then what? I before entering, let me tell you that if I enter my localhost 10,000 over there, then it will simply it has no, I mean no route, so it will show nothing over there. The route will be only localhost colon 8000, but there will be a function based view home dot sorry views dot home, and here home is my function based view. When I will click on my function based view, I mean for this I will go to the views dot py, and you can see I have defined my home function, and this home function is taking one parameter which is request, and this will be of type HTTP request, and this will return you HTTP response. Now we will check that the method I have sent, the request I have made, it is get or post. That means I will check in this way that if request or method will be get, then it simply give me the render function. It will return the render function, and this render function will take three parameters. Initially, it takes two parameters, but if you want to pass anything in the form of context, then it will take three parameters. So first parameter will be your request, second will be your base.html, and third will be your context that you want to pass over here. Here I am passing a message in the form of context. So that's why you will see this message in the home page. As it is an empty route, we are working on empty route, so it will shown in here. So let me enter. Then you can see I have already entered this is my home page. Actually you can see this is my home page, and the route is clear. I mean there is nothing extra. Localhost 28,000, actually this is just provided by the Django. And you got the message over here, welcome to word counter app. So this is the work of the work of function based view home. Hmm. So this is about your views, and you know that this is up to this is just end up to this. There is no work of views or pie of the project, and now we will actually jump to the first. Let me show you the UI should pie of this one. Oh, actually, we have by over here, so we can own it. Okay. So next, you can see that next in the next line, I have mentioned path function again, and I have taken two parameters over here. First is my empty route. If you want, you can pass any value over there. I mean, any route. I didn't give it right now. Later on, if I work on this project again, then I will try to do this. Actually, I have initially I had given the route over here, but I have but later on I just clear it. Okay. So to include the and to connect this to the calculate app, I mean the app you are should buy, we need to use include part, and here we'll write include, and this will take up this is a function actually, and in this function I will pass the URL pie of my app. And so we know that the app name is calculate, and we need to connect the URL pie. So that's why I mentioned dot URL. So it will be connected to the app project. I'm sorry, URL pie of app. So let me show you my nav bar, because I need to uh, tell you about this. Okay, so in this template folder, I have again taken a folder, and this in this folder I have kept my nav bar. So let me show you my nav bar. You can see I have mentioned load static over there. Actually, we don't need to mention load static, but we are not inheriting the properties of base HTML over here. That's why I have mentioned load static. Or if you want, you cannot mention. There's no problem. Okay, now let me tell you that. Okay, so first of all, you can see that my name of my in the nav bar, you can see the word counter. Let me show you. In the nav bar, you can see this is my word counter. What is it's why it's two times? Okay. So this is because I have mentioned it over here. The href, and next is my home. You can see there are two pages, home and words. So it is because I have given over there home and word, and this is just following the alias, base and count. It is mentioned over here. You can see that base is my alias, that is for the first one. Let me show you. Here you can see this is my alias, and this is just checking that which function based view is matching with this alias. Then it will go to the function based view. Otherwise, it can, if you not mention the same alias, then it will not work. You will get some error. But I have mentioned over here alias, and when we will go to the function based view, you can see that I also passed the template name as base.html. My function name can be different, but my template should be name. I mean, my base.html is sorry, my alias should be based on whatever name you have given to the HTML page. So let's go and check. Okay, so this is done for views.py, and so we have already. Let me show you the navbar again. So here you can see that this is a Ginger template tag that I'm using to connect it. Can see that this is my Ginger template. This is the name of the Ginger template tag is URL. Here I'm mentioning the alias, and this alias, the work of this alias will be what? It will simply check that which alias is matching with, I mean, which function based view is matching with this, and then this will go to the, I mean, initially it will go to the URL.py, and then after URL.py, it will go to the views.py. So this will be the controller flow. And here you can see I mentioned the word, and this is my alias for the second page count. So second page words. So this is all about the nav bar. And let me, yes, you can get this nav bar from the Get Bootstrap app. I didn't wrote all this thing. I didn't written this. I have just taken copy from the Get Bootstrap app. But you need to change something, otherwise it will be different from your project. So you need to change it. Something like I have changed my name and over here, and I have changed home, I have changed my words, and also I have given my alias. And when you will copy from there, you will not get this URL tag. You need to mention it by yourself. Okay, so let's close this one. And as you know, that I have already connected my app to the project app, so it will directly go there. But before that, let me show you my Ajax part, because we are going to work on Ajax. So let me show you. Here you can see this is very short now, because I didn't mention the error part over here. I should mention the error part. But still it's working, because in this program, in this project, we are not getting any error. But we should mention, let me check first that, so I was showing my Ajax part. Initially, I didn't mention the error, but right now I have mentioned the error part also. And also I made some changes in my program, because initially it was taking number, it was counting number as paragraph, but right now it will not count number as paragraph. Okay, let me tell you about this. So whenever we work on Ajax, so you have to mention the ready function. Here you can see I have mentioned dollar, and within parentheses I have passed document, so that user can, and also the I have in the ready function. So so that means whenever you will reload your page, or you will copy, you will go to give the URL over here in the Google or in the Chrome, you will get, let me write first. So if I enter, and if you go, you can see that Ajax has already in work. I mean, it's already working over here. If I go to console, you can see that I got the message like DOM is ready, which you can see over here that I have mentioned DOM is ready. That means our Ajax, our jQuery is already in picture. That means it's working. Now let me show you. Let me tell you that we need to. I think I should close this, and I should do this one. I want to split my. Let me split. So in one side, I want to show you my Ajax, and another side at my HTML page. You can see in my HTML page. Before going to HTML page, let me tell you that here I'm using count button, and this count button is coming from this is DOM element, and this is coming from HTML page, which is the name as the count.html. Here you can see I have inherited the properties of page.html with the help of Ginger template tag, which is extends. With the help of extends Ginger template tag, you can access the properties of any template. And here we don't need to write the CDN link for Bootstrap, jQuery, and we don't need to mention our custom JavaScript also over here. And we are also not including our navbar over here, but still it will work, because we are using inheritance properties. I mean inheriting property with the help of Ginger template tag extends. So we can see whenever we work on this, I mean we will take the input from the user, and we have a submit button or like count button, anything add button. Then we have to take a form. So that's why you can see I have taken a form over here, and this form is come starting from here, and it will end up to here. And before that, I have taken a block content. Let me tell you that block content is nothing but it's just like a room. You are taking a room as a rent, and you are putting all your stuff like your bed, your clothes, your and mirror in this block. So this is like a block, and we are putting all this thing. Actually in this block we are putting a form, and in this form will have a text area, we will have a button, we will have output, the space for output. So let me tell you that here we have used the button, as you can see id button, as this one line is this one button count underscore button. So here I use this count button with hash, because we are taking this button as a id. If you use the class, and you have to use dot, but we are using id, so that's why we I have mentioned here hash, and this is the symbol. I mean this represents a DOM element. this is my document. Actually, we are already started our DOM. That means document object mapping. And here, this is my DOM element. This is that means whatever you can see. This is the one DOM element. This is another DOM element. So these are DOM elements which we were using. Also, this is again a DOM element. We and this one also we are using DOM elements over here. Okay, now let me tell you that as we know that we work on Ajax because it prevent the default form submission. That means it will not reload the page in one time. It will be partial reloading. That's why we work on Ajax. And you can see that I have taken a click, which is event handling, and this click function is taking, and this is click. This click. Sorry, wait. Here you can see that I have mentioned event dot prevent default. That means it will default the it will prevent the page submission. I mean, yes, form submission. And also you can see that I have taken the under DOM element, which is para, and this is mentioned in the text area tab. Before that, let me tell you that I have also used that CSRF underscore token, which is again a danger tablet tag. This is like a security key. So we are using here CSRF token. And okay, let me do this. I need to mention here. If I don't mention, then also it will work, but let me do this. CSRF middleware token. It is same now. Let me copy, and maybe there is some error. So, okay. So you can see that we are using a DOM element, which is para, and this is coming from the text area tab. Here I mentioned ID as I mean para, and I've taken this para into ID. So I'm just taking this. I'm just uh, pick this. I just pick this para and I put it over here, and that means I'm asking the user to give the value of paragraph, and then it will be get stored in the paragraph variable. And also in the same way, we need a CSRF middleware token, and but we don't need to give. I mean, the user will not give this. It will be taken by Django by default. So let me show you how you will get the. Uh, Let me clear this one. If I go to the next page, which is my words, then you go to inspect. Then you will see that. Hmm, let's go to source actually. No, not this one. I should go to the view source, view page source. And here you can see we have CSRF middleware token, and the value is like this. You can see the last three or four keys, four letter. Now I'm going to reload the page, and you will see that this will be changed. And you can say this got changed. So that means that Django provides you each time new key. You don't need to mention it by yourself. So don't worry about it. We will only work on the first which we have mentioned over there, which is our para. So this is all about this, and now we will check the. I mean, we are going to start the Ajax part, and here it will first in the first time it will just work up to this one, and success or error it will come in picture later on. But right now we will work only. I mean, the Ajax will work. Actually, Ajax is what? It is asynchronous communication. That means it will not come work completely at the same time. It's not like WHCI. WH we know that WHCI is synchronous, and Ajax, I mean ASGI is asynchronous. And you think that what I'm talking about synchronous and asynchronous and what is WHCI. So let me show you. Wait. When we create a project, then you will get WHCI and ASGI by default. So WHI means generally that it will be go synchronous, means line by line, but Ajax is not synchronous. It will not work line by line. That's why I said synchronous. So uh, first it will check that which route, actually which sorry which yes, with this route which alias is matching. So to match this, let's go to the UI short py. You can see actually this is my this is not the correct one, correct UI short py. Let me go to the apps UI short py. Actually, it will work. You can see that I have not mentioned this empty route because I have given the empty route. So I didn't, I don't, if, I mean, I don't want to add. Actually, I don't need to add. And then you can see this calculate this is a route. And when we go to the UI.py of app, you will see over here that this is matching with this route. And now it will check that if this route is matching with which alias. That means this is, I mean, or you can say which function based view or which alias actually. So it will match with this alias. And then you can see when you will click on this, I mean, you will click on this words, then it will actually check that whatever you have clicked is matching with this alias or not. Hmm, then we will go to the nav bar. Let me show you the nav bar actually. So here it will, you can see whenever the user will click on words, it will directly go to check that which alias is matching with this, which function based view is matching with this alias. So it will just go to the UI.py, and then from the UI.py it will go to the function based view, which is inside your view.py. So in this way the work will go on. Mm, okay. So let me show you what I was showing you. So let me close this snap bar, and we have already on my the tab. Uh, so in this way it will check, and you can see this calculate is matching with my calculate function based view. So it will directly go to the US view.py from here. But before that, let me tell you. Okay. So we were discussing it. Hmm. So next is what? Next is my method which is post. You can see here I have mentioned the method as post. That means I want the response as post. So that's why I have mentioned in the form. And next will be my data. And this data will take what? I have taken a para. I mean use the DOM element. So I will take it is the, and this is my first key, this is my second key. So the first key, the value first key will be provided by the user, but the second key will be provided by the Django. So it will just store the values, and then the work of HTML page will be end over here. Okay, let me tell you that we have taken a div tag, div for the response. I mean, whatever response you will get, it will be here in the div tag. You can see, let me show you that here we have a div tag actually. It will be not, it will not be visible initially. I mean, total words actually over here. Yes, it is actually over here. I mean, below the total word. Let me type my thing. Then you can see. Suppose I have given nothing. Then what? Then it will. You can see there is a message which is coming over here, and it is not visible initially when it will not in the I mean, if the page is not you are not entering anything wrong, then it will not be shown. Okay, so this is again I have mentioned it in the success part. Let I will discuss it later on, but right now let's go to the view.py. Hmm. So let me tell you that in this view.py, it's we have the function based view is calculator because it is matching with the alias of alias in the URL. Which I have already deleted now. Let me. Uh, Okay, one thing I would like to say you that this is in the matrix form. This is in the matrix form. If you want, you can write the same thing in the matrix form, then you don't need to use the id. But here we are using id, so that's why we are using like this. I mean, in the dom element, this is the dom element. Okay, let me tell you about this function based view. So you can see that this is my function based view, and this is taking a parameter request of type HTTP request, and it will return you HTTP response. And here in the first line, in the line number 6, you can see that I have taken the request as a request method will be my get. So it simply return you the render function, and this render function will take only two parameters, request dot request and context. I mean, the second one is your template. I mean, your HTML page. But if the method will be post, that means request or post, request or method will be post, then what? Then simply I'm just asking the user, I mean, I'm requesting in this way that request dot post dot get, I'm sending the request in this form, and then I will ask the paragraph. Usually it will be, I mean, there is nothing, so it will be blank. Hmm. Okay, and I want to store in this paragraph into the variable called paragraph. And now I am going to check it whether the user has given something or not. If user have not given something, that means if paragraph is empty, then it will return you simply that error. There is a input is actually input is empty. Actually, this message will not be visible right now because I didn't use XHR over here. So, it will just give you that error. Hmm. Next, we will check. We don't want any number. That means actually initially when I was working on it, it was accepting numbers also, and it was counting the numbers as paragraph. But right now I have used the re module. I mean, I have import the re. You can see here re, that means regular expression. Now it will prevent. I just want that it will accept only the a to z. I mean, upper a to z to lower a to z, and also the any symbols like at the rate dollar. So that's why I have mentioned, I am just checking that if not re dot match and I pass this value, then it will take actually two parameters. First parameter will be what? It's just saying that it should be A to Z or Z A to Z, I mean A to Z words. You can see over here that only alphabet and characters will be allowed over there. And second parameter will be a paragraph. It will pass the paragraph. Okay. So it's checking the paragraph. Yes, so it will, if not, then it will just give you that invalid input, and only alphabetic characters will be allowed over here. And after that, suppose it's not like that, then it will give you just error. I mean, if this will not work, I mean, if this part will work, then also it will give you error. And if this part will work, then also it will give you error. Only you will get success when this will work. I mean, you have taken the paragraph from the user, and now you are going to split your paragraph. I mean, you don't want extra spaces, so that's why we will use a split function over here. And now we are going to take the length of my paragraph, and whatever length I will get, it will get stored in the word underscore count. So it will return you in generally count listen response, and the listen response will be count, and then what you will get the answer over here. Suppose 2, 3, 5, 9, anything, every, I mean anything. And let me show you the HTML page over here. You can see I have used this count as ID. Whatever I have mentioned over here, the count, I have used it this HTML page, that means count, and this count will go here with the help of ID. That's why you can get the value over here. So let me tell you, and also you can see that I have mentioned the acknowledge part. That means if there is any error, then it will be come in this div. I hope I have already discussed it. Now let's go to the program. So let me close this, and I want it the full screen. Okay, so initially you can see that when we are home page, so it is only the message you can see, and when we will click on these words, you will get the text area to type anything. Suppose I'm typing here that I am a programmer. Okay, so now I will go to count. You can see, oh, actually, I'm a program. This is a error. Why it's happening? Let me go to the console. I need to check it now. Why it's giving me error? Before this, I want to clear my cache. Let's check again. Still, it will not work. Then I will check what is the error for here. Mm. Yes, it's working. So you can see I have just four words, so that's why it's counting total word as four. So this is all about my project, and I hope it's clear. In next video, I will discuss another project. Thank you very much and take care.